Today's session is about the simple starter kit, where we're going to talk about the 5 oils: lemon, lavender, peppermint, breathe, and on guard. And this is the perfect collection for people that might not be wanting to invest in the 10 oils kit, where even though the price is fairly similar to the 10 oils kit, these are the basics and the standards that anyone should have in their homes if they don't want all the 10 oils. Still recommend the top 10 oils kit because that has frankincense as well, that has oregano, that has a lot of the other oils as well in it, but those ones are 5 mLs. These ones are all 15 mLs. So starting off, lavender oil. We all know lavender oil. One of the most important things to remember is that lavender oil is one of the most adulterated essential oils in the industry. So this is where a lot of people don't like the aroma of lavender anymore. So this is where using doTERRA's lavender, they can start re-energizing their love for lavender because they're actually smelling a lavender that is therapeutically beneficial and it's actually pure. Where again, on the bottom of every one of doTERRA's bottles, check your batch number. You can go to sourceview.com to be able to see the sourcing behind that, the testing behind that essential oil, as well as it'll have the expiry date on the bottom of the essential oil. With lavender, some of the uses that I use it for is cuts, scrapes, burns, where lavender helps pull out the heat from any skin, where it's also very good topically to be using for pulling out any redness that might be appearing on the skin. So this is a great one. For example, if you have rosacea as well, lavender is a great support for adding into your face oils or into your face moisturizers and just using overall for skin support. So this is also one for that. The second best way to use lavender oil is for supporting your emotional support. Lavender essential oil is the oil that is also supporting the throat chakra. So this is one that you can apply just either topically across your throat, either diluting it. It's also a very safe oil to be using neat, but I always recommend, again, diluting any oil that you're using. It provides better absorption into the skin, as well as it just provides better surface area as well too. So this is one where, for example, if you are having anxious feelings or if you're feeling upset, or take, for example, if this is a situation where maybe you might be feeling claustrophobic in an elevator and your breath automatically starts increasing and your heart rate increases. Lavender is a great oil to kind of keep in your purse, where you can just open up the bottle, hold the lid, either hold the lid or the bottle underneath your nose and take a few deep breaths. Automatically, you'll start seeing that your heart rate will kind of slow down a little bit because you're going to be focusing on your breath, and you're also going to be breathing in a beautiful aroma to be able to help calm the mind and calm the senses as well. So that's a great way to be using lavender as well. Lemon essential oil is a very cleansing oil. It is also a great one to be using as a surface cleaner as well. So if you are using a spray bottle, you can add a couple drops of lemon essential oil into it, give it a good shake, and then use it to spray onto your surfaces, onto your countertops to be using to clean. It's also a great one to be washing fruits and vegetables in. So this is one where you can mix it with a little bit of vinegar and put it into some warm water to wash your fruits and vegetables, let them soak for about 5 to 10 minutes. Especially strawberry season is still going on. This is a great one to be washing your fruits in. So this is also a great one for mood. So for example, there are different ones that can help kind of boost your mood, where we have peppermint or we have the citrus oils. So this is where lemon is a great essential oil and a great option that way to help energize and invigorate the mood. Where for peppermint, this is where the menthol content is very high. So this is a great one where it will help energize, invigorate, and it can help you kind of get through that mid-afternoon slug where you, after you might have had a larger meal, you might be feeling a little bit sleepy, a little bit tired, a little lethargic. This is a great one where you can either add a drop into your water to sip on throughout the day. You can rub it onto your stomach to help with digestion, or you can add a drop behind your ears or have it diffusing nearby you. So again, peppermint is an oil that I highly recommend to dilute because it is a stronger oil. It will give kind of that tingling sensation across the skin. And this is where you can use it in so many different ways, where peppermint can be used internally, it can be used topically as well as aromatically. And that's where each of these three oils are a great way to be using all three of those ways. So lavender oil, people smell a sweet aroma, but lavender itself, when you internally take it, it is slightly bitter. So this is where it is great to be adding to cookies or frosting. But again, what I would recommend for some of these oils is just adding in, dipping a toothpick into the oil and then twirling it in your frosting or in your cookie batter or into your salad dressings. This is a way to be adding the therapeutic benefits of these oils into your diet on a regular basis. So the next two are breathe and on. So this duo is unbeatable, especially with the seasonal changes. We have our weather changing as it's getting cold, hot. Then now it'll start getting a little bit hotter again, then monsoon. So as we're starting to experience weather changes, this is a great combo to be having. And I recommend typically buying the oils neat, and then you can make roller bottles with them based on different dilutions. So for example, if you have younger children in the home, you can make a safer dilution blend for them, and then you can make a stronger one for just acute times. So for example, if they're going through seasonal changes, if they're going through, if people around them aren't feeling so well, this is a great one to be using at that time as well. So this is a great one, for example, if you're going out into the workforce again, as people are starting to go back to work, as they're starting to interact with a lot more people, having either On Guard or Breathe diffusing in the home so that as soon as you come home, you're starting to kind of cleanse the area around you. You're breathing in that essential oil. You're getting those cleansing properties and the respiratory benefits of both of those oils. And these are ones where they're already blends. So, for example, Breathe Blend consists of peppermint, eucalyptus, tea tree, which is your melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, and Ravansara. So this is where it has all of the beneficial oils, and this is where one of the additional supports are. So for example, if you are having a lot more respiratory concerns that you're looking to support, you can always have the respiratory blend, this breathe blend, add in a drop of the lemon essential oil or the lime essential oil, and then have that mixed with a little bit of coconut oil or carrier oil, and just rub that across your chest. This is a great option where the lemon and the lime are both amazing cleansing oils. So just adding it to breathe amps it up a little bit more. So this is a great one. For younger children, again, since it does have peppermint in it, always dilute. The eucalyptus that is in the blend is Eucalyptus radiata, so it's safe for children. So those are all just things to be mindful of. The On Guard blend, this is a great one. Again, if you want to use lemon as like a cleaner for your countertops, On Guard is a great one as well to be using for your countertops because the On Guard blend has your citruses, it has rosemary, it has your clove, it has cinnamon, it has all of those warming oils. So that's where a lot of people will either love On Guard or they'll say, okay, no, it smells a little too clovish or it has quite a strong smell, but this is a powerhouse of essential oils. On Guard is a beautiful way to be using all those oils and using those either up and down your spine, on the bottom of your feet if the aroma isn't enticing to you, or diffusing it, having it across your chest, on your neck, the back of your neck, this behind your ears. Those are all great points to be putting on to utilize those essential oils. So just kind of going a little bit deeper into each of the oils, this kind of focuses on each of the oils, different ways that you can use them. So this is a great way to be freshening up your linen. You can add it into, if you have lavender buds, you can make like little pouches, add in a couple of drops of the lavender essential oil, and hang those in your closet as well too, as a natural air freshener. This is also a great way to help with your laundry. So if you're adding in your laundry soap, You can always add in lavender to kind of give your clothes that soothing aroma. Lemon is also a great one for cleansing, taking out any of those stinky smells. So just kind of moving over to different ways to use lavender. Lavender is a great one for head tension, where you can add a couple of drops to the skull or the base of the skull, so behind your neck. This is a great one to be using. You can mix lavender and peppermint together. That is also a great powerhouse to be using for head tension. Bug bites, this is a great one to be soothing onto the skin. So especially either after kids have been bitten or after adults have been bitten, adding it on, it helps kind of reduce that itchiness that you feel afterwards. That way you're not continuously scratching. Then again, diffusing it before bedtime, it's a great way to use that, cooking with it, adding it to your bath salts. So again, if you're adding it into your bath salts, always add it into the Epsom salts or the magnesium salts beforehand, and then add that together into the tub. So that way it dilutes and disperses correctly across the whole tub area instead of just a couple drops of the oil sitting on the surface. So these are just a few different ways. The emotional support that it goes through is just kind of feeling calm, collected, vocalized, being able to communicate. So this is a great one again for that throat chakra to be using. Then your lemon essential oil. This is one where we've kind of talked a little bit more in detail at the beginning about different ways to use them, but lemon is a great one to be using for detoxification, sipping on it, where the lemon essential oil is from the rind of the lemon. So that's where, for example, a lot of people avoid adding lemon into their waters on a daily basis because it can also affect the enamel on their teeth. Whereas using lemon essential oils from the rind, it doesn't have any effect on the enamel to kind of wear it down. And it doesn't have that sour, tangy flavor to it, which I love. But that's kind of where I might do a mix of the lemon pure fruit as well as the essential oil. So that way you're kind of maximizing the benefits. So kind of mix and match depending on what works for you. So this is a great one to be mixing with ginger or pink pepper into your water on a regular basis to kind of help with lymphatic drainage, cellular rejuvenation, and just kind of that detox effect. So some different ways to use it where lemon helps with focus as well. So you can either diffuse it. So for example, if you're sitting down and you're wanting to focus on a big project for kids as well too. If they're coming home, they've unpacked their bags, they've had their snack, they're ready to sit down and do their homework. This is a great one to be diffusing around to help support with that focus area. And again, these can all be blended with different oils. So if you're saying, okay, I want to do lemon and peppermint, you can blend each of those oils, see how the aromatic profile changes, and see how that is able to benefit you. So find what works for you and be able to make those combinations and try to remember to either document it down so that way the next time you can say, okay, well, combining lemon and lavender didn't really work for me as well. Let me try lemon and peppermint the next time. So just kind of being mindful and finding what works for you because 80% of the majority of people these oils will work for, but there's always going to be 20% that are going to have a unique combination, something else going on. There's something maybe deeper in their emotions or in their bodies that oil might not be the right oil for them, but there is going to be an oil that will work for them. The next one, peppermint. This is one of my favorite ones to be using topically, as well as aromatically. It is a strong aroma. This is where peppermint essential oil, for example, when you are drinking peppermint and you're adding a drop into your water or into your smoothies, this is where it's equivalent to drinking 26 cups of peppermint tea. So this is where you want to be mindful where adding in a drop into your tea may be too strong. So again, do the toothpick option. So you're going to dip your toothpick into the top of the hole in your essential oil bottle, tilt the essential oil bottle over, then take your toothpick out, swirl it into your tea or into your water, however you'd like. So that way you're getting a little bit more of a smoother effect for it where it's not as overpowering maybe. This is a great one for oral hygiene as well. So if you're using a tooth powder or if you're using a toothpaste, you can add a drop onto that so that way you're able to get the benefits where it will help with
शीला,
freshening your breath, it will
डैडी
help
को
with your
चाय
sinus
देने जाने की
support,
बात
as well as with the respiratory support because you're as you're applying the essential
नहीं,
oil
इसमें
onto
इसकी
your
भी चाय
gums and
थी।
you're brushing, it will be getting
बोला तो
absorbed
था।
into your body as well too. Okay, so then some different ways to use peppermint for tummy troubles. So this is a great one where you can add a drop to your water. You can add a drop into the palm of your hand and then press your thumb against the roof of your mouth. Just close your mouth, close your eyes, and just take a couple deep breaths. You'll notice automatically you will feel it in your brain, you will feel it in your lungs, in your chest. It will open up so many different areas. And that's where when we look at the emotional side of it, mint essential oils are there to help with mental calmness as well as emotional stability. So this is where you can combine lemon, mint, wild orange, any of these oils that are there to also help with calming. Where when we think of these oils, we think, okay, it perks us up, but it also provides a calmness and it also provides stability. So those are different areas that you can be mindful of. There are different resources as well. So if you're looking for more information, there's emotional books that you can read about essential oils. I will link all of those afterwards when I post this video so that you can access some of the different resources and some of the different books that are available for you to purchase, or there are apps as well that you can have at your fingertips. For example, if you are having with temperatures, if, for example, you're out in the heat all day and you're finding that your body temperature has kind of gone up a little bit, peppermint oil is a great one to be able to drop your temperature by a couple degrees where it is very cooling. So this is where you can create it into a spray. So on those warm days, you can spray it on the back of your neck, kind of cool your body down. It's a great cooling effect where if you're blending it with lavender, it's a great way to also support your skin. For example, if your skin is facing redness, you're having a little sunburn, this is a great one to be using in combination with lavender. For hair growth, this is a great one to either add a couple drops into your shampoos, into your conditioners. This is a great way to use that. Peppermint oil can also be massaged directly into the scalp with a little bit of coconut oil. However, being mindful for younger children to avoid this under the ages of 6, to be being mindful to not use them, as well as to for mothers that are breastfeeding because this can reduce their breast milk supply. So those are just two precautions to take. Spearmint is a better option to be using. And the next one, breathe. So this is a great one to be using. Again, we've talked about the ingredients in it, how beneficial it is for respiratory support. So when you're using it topically across your chest, and across your ears, behind your neck, and onto your wrist points. So those are the best ways to be using the Breathe blend. So a couple different recipes to do is a chest rub. So you can mix it with coconut oil, beeswax. If you're vegan, there are different options that you can use as alternatives to beeswax. Then adding in Breathe, and this is where you can keep it in a 4-ounce jar. You can make this ahead of time. This is one where I highly recommend moving away from the Vicks Vapor Rub, where there's a lot of toxic chemicals that are also included in those. So making your own, either doing a DIY, where we've mentioned the recipes here, or just doing something simple where you're adding a drop into a cup of hot water and doing a steam inhalation that way, where you can do breathe by itself, or you can do the breathe, the on guard, and the lemon, where that trio is an amazing powerhouse to be using. And you can either have a towel over top, or you can do it without the towel. Always close your eyes if you're doing steam inhalations because these oils are strong and they are potent. So you want to be mindful to make sure that you don't get any of it in your eyes. The last one that I have here is a snore away roller bottle. So this is one where using that in combination with thyme is a great way to support any of those snorers, either our partners or ourselves. This is a great one to be doing. And this is where you can either rub it across the chest. You can also rub it across the nasal fold passage, making sure you don't get it near the eyes as well as not inside the nose. Then we have our On Guard blend. So this is a great one for taking internally as well as adding it into your fruits and veggie washes. So this is a good one, for example, if you're looking to do it for younger children, teens. What you can do is like either cut up apple slices, strawberries, soak in a drop or two of the On Guard with some warm water, have the On Guard kind of soak into the fruit and vegetables, and then have them munch on it that way. So since it does have like that cinnamon and clove, those work really well with apples. So that's a great combination to kind of have it soak into the apples and then have your kids eat it that way. So that way they're not directly ingesting the essential oil there. So those are different alternatives for you to be using the On Guard blend. So this is again making a soothing honey. So this is where honey would be acting as your dispersing agent instead of using instead of using a coconut oil or an olive oil, you can use honey, where honey is also very soothing for your throat. So adding in your On Guard, lemon, tea tree, and then adding in honey. And that way it's something that you can make a smaller jar of, keeping it ready to use on hand when any of the kids or any of the adults kind of are feeling not so good in the house. Shower cleaner. This is a great one for kind of scrubbing the tiles, cleaning up the grimy grit that might be stuck in some of the corners. On Guard, tea tree, oregano, and then mixing with a little bit of baking soda and vinegar and then some water. And this is where you can either spray it, or if you'd want to use it as more of a powder form, you can do it with just the baking soda and then using like the vinegar as needed to kind of be on top and then scrubbing it through. Then a foaming hand pump. This is a great one to be using, especially if you're going to be making hand soap yourself. You can buy like the Amazon bottles for the hand pump soaps that do the foaming hand wash. You can mix it with Castile soap, the On Guard, and then a little bit of fractionated coconut oil to have that moisturizing effect as well too. So this is kind of where we kind of close out where this covers everything that's in the Simple Starter Kit, where the Simple Starter Kit is 15 ml bottles. So it gives you a great way to either use those oils all by yourself for you and your family, or to share them with relatives and family and friends, where the product value for this kit is 100 PV. So this is kind of perfect this month for January to take advantage of that, where when you do purchase for the first time 100 PV, you also get wild orange and grapefruit for free. So this is an added bonus where you're not just getting those 5 essential oils, you're also getting 2 more citrus oils, where I'll link above the citrus oils education that we had done earlier, so that way you can take a look to see some of the benefits of wild orange and grapefruit, because those are 2 amazing essential oils that wild orange is one that everyone should have in their home. Grapefruit is also another great one for supporting your sugar levels, supporting with some of those sugar cravings. And this is those two. If you're going to be starting with doTERRA this month, this is a great one to be taking advantage, where start with a simple solutions kit. You already at the 100 PV mark, and you're going to get 2 additional oils for free. If you are wanting to add on anything, if you're looking for something to dilute your oils with, the hand and body lotion is a great option, where if you are starting as a wholesale, so a preferred customer or a wellness advocate, this is 2,676 with taxes included. It is just about 3,000, where you're getting the hand and body lotion that's unscented. You're getting an extra bottle of 15 ml lavender. So this could either be used as a gift, or it's a great way to dilute your oil. So especially with the colder weather, coconut oil may not be the oil for you during this season, because it is a cooling oil and usually used during the warmer seasons. So this is where using a moisturizer, an unscented one, something that doesn't have any added chemicals into it, this is a great option to be using and adding on it. And again, this month it is 20% off as it is the Republic Day kit. So I guess we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. I'll stop sharing my screen and we'll go ahead and open